Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this special bulletin. Rumors can make or break a game. Rumors can drive an industry to the top or into the ground. And always rumors. Whether you believe them or not is up to you. Could it depend on the source, the receipts, the speculation, or could it depend on who the rumor is about? In this case, it definitely has to do with who the rumor is about. This little article from Niche Gamers, Wukong devs. Again, ladies and gentlemen, take this with a grain of salt. This is rumor control. Wukong devs reject $7 million extortion from DIE consultant. Now, who could that DIE consultant be? Oh, well, it's none other than the oh so wonderful Sweet Baby Inc. with the likes of Chris Kindred. According to journalists on the Chinese social media platform Weibo, Black Myth Wukong is experiencing a harassment campaign from Western critics. Oh boy, that's one thing we don't give too much of a toss about is Western critics around here, and I'm pretty sure the Chinese give even less of a, you know what I mean. After rejecting offers from DIE consultants, the post in Chinese mentioned, and of course there's probably a little bit of translation to be dealt with as well. The post mentions how these consultancy firms interfere with games like God of War Ragnarok, Assassin's Creed, or Dying Light 2 Stay Human. Notably, they mentioned the boycott to the game Hogwarts Legacy due to J.K. Rowling's transphobic comments. This was reported over on X by Pirate Nation. Now let's go take a look at the original post itself. Why am I down there? So, Pirate Nation posted this, the translation in English again. Check your translations for yourself. Rumor control, grain of salt. The reason why the team behind Black Myth Wukong has been subjected to persistent sexist attacks and slander since their first promotional video is because they have consistently refused political correctness guidance and rejected the extortionate guidance fees of millions of dollars demanded by these political correctness teams. Actually, such teams are quite common in Europe and America. Unfortunately, we have to deal with them day in and day out. And their connection with games as of late that haven't been doing too well on the market, but let's keep going. They interfere with the works of Assassin's Creed, Dead by Daylight. Let's see, no, Dying Light. Why did I say Dead by Daylight? Dying Light 2, Stay Human, and God of War by pushing for political correct female protagonists. Political correct. That's where it all started, ladies and gentlemen. Way, way back, many, many years ago. Oh, during the Bill Clinton era. Political correctness, PC bullshit. You can't say that because it's not politically correct. The downfall of comedy, the downfall of criticism, the downfall of it all started with political correctness. These changes are the direct results of the interference and guidance of such teams. Game science teams refuse to communicate with these groups and reject their interference. Most importantly, they refuse to pay the exorbitant $7 million in guidance fees. Now, there's where you have to question it, as always. Anytime, $7 million. If that fee is correct, then I could definitely understand how an organization like Sweet Baby Inc. and the consultancy groups of their ilk stay in business. If game devs and publishers are actually paying this fee, there's a way to cut costs, ladies and gentlemen. Start there. Stop hiring these people. They're not doing anything beneficial for your game. Okay. This is the direct reason why they are being attacked and slandered. Some justifications are based on the team's lack of diversity or representation. It's a Chinese developer. It's a game based in Chinese lore. I'm going to give you a little clue. They don't care about your Western bullshit. Okay? They don't. But you do you, boo. Which doesn't align with the political correctness standards of the West. You got to always put that in there. Of the West. Of the West. This nonsense. It started, unfortunately, we like to apologize to everyone, but it started here and it spread like a plague, like Alyssa Mercante on the weekend. Anyway, typical example is an article by a major IGN writer criticizing Hogwarts Legacy. That's all they did. Not just IGN. Every single solitary one of them came out and criticized the game, which, well, Streisand effect drove up sales. Top selling game in an entire year and got absolutely zero recognition. Why? Because a woman had an opinion Who's the sexist there? Okay. Refusing to evaluate or promote it due to its alleged lack of political correctness. What? Hogwarts Legacy had a trans bartender in it. You could make your character... Anyway. Oh, Hideo Kojima, and this nice little thing right here. Hideo Kojima actually responded, this title has been on my mind since I saw the first trailer about 3 years ago. Black Myth Wukong, its original look, design, coloring, and yes, the game does look pretty darn good. I'm interested. I'm going to check it out. But I think it's got DRM. But if it's on console, we'll see. Let's see. In presentation, have an outstanding sense of style and sets it apart from other games. To which this lovely little reply, seeing you promoting and praising a game studio with such a fervent history of sexism and hatred is really disappointing to me. Now, what on earth could they possibly be talking about, this sexism? Well, apparently, about November, this little article from IGN, shocker, talks about how Black Myth Wukong developers' history of sexism is complicating its journey to the West. What sexism could they possibly be talking about? But I had to scroll through this lovely little article here, see if we can bring this up. Yo Carr, I believe well, let's go back and see. What's his name? Say my name. Anyway. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm prepared. I'm professional. Let's see. Game scientists. I cannot pronounce these names. Tencent Games worked free-to-play MMORPG. Apparently, let's see. Feng Ji, co-founder of Game Science, left to form Game Science along with his colleagues after releasing the game Black Myth Wukong. Feng, I can't find his name, but here's the comments that were made. And again, this is a translation. I want to expand my circle and hire more people. He seemed to be a little excited with the game development. Get licked until I get an erection. That's sexist. That comment is sexist. It's crude. Yes. Sexist? No. Let's see. 13-minute B1 looks like carelessly pieced together. So he's actually criticizing stuff in the game. But there was something else. Rough decisions were made. Frame rate. Fuzz on the monkey is certainly not that awesome. So definitely criticizing the game. Little by little, we will grow. From now on, we will return into hiding. Continue, please. Where is it? I know I saw it. Do. You just happen to be a little depressed. Here it is. I know. You just happen to be a little depressed. It is my honor to provide you with some comfort for your lower half of your body. Oh no, oh my goodness. Another problem that he did was he compared game development to stillborn pregnancy. Comparison, the analogy he made, quote, this is a quote, I'm not saying this, are we far enough? Good. Is it because the sperm, don't be eating anything while you listen to this, folks. Is it because the sperm isn't virile enough? Is the pregnancy too short? Is the baby lacking nutrition? Are the doctors in charge of the cesarean sections lowly skilled? Why can't we produce a healthy child product? This is an analogy, ladies and gentlemen, and almost rather an appropriate one, because you have a lot of game developers that look at the video game that they're working on as their child, their baby. And you see games that just don't make it to the full term. So I don't think there's anything sexist about this, but of course, he's going to be attacked because talking about erection, wetting his pants, and making you happy in the lower half of your body. Personally, I think that's fucking hilarious. But, you know, guess we can't have any of that stuff nowadays. You can't make jokes. Chinese Post implies that the backlash the game is receiving in Western media is the direct result of their alleged refusal to contact companies such as Sweet Baby Stench, which also mentioned by name. For context, the developer Game Science has been criticized for comments made by higher-ups, which includes co-founder Feng Ji, who reportedly compared the game development to pregnancy, stillborn pregnancy. Oops. Oh, also had an opinion on men and women's biological differences. Oh boy. So more Sweet Baby involvement, or at least attempted Sweet Baby involvement, to which, allegedly, rumor, the developer for Wukong is refusing, which, if this is true, I commend them wholeheartedly. We need more and more developers to do this. As far as they made sexist comments, oh my God. He made an analogy, and he made, well, I don't know, would you consider them jokes? A bit excited? the verbiage he uses in everyday life. Is it excusable? Well, that's up to the individual to decide. Personally, I wouldn't consider it sexist. Crass, crude, sure. Sexist? No. But you make those decisions. You make the decision for yourself. Is this rumor, does it hold any water? Does it hold any weight? Well, based on Kim Belair and her little speech of threaten, terrify the marketing department of what might happen if they don't follow your requests, I firmly do believe that a company like Sweet Baby Inc. would attempt to extort money from a game developer. You better hire us on or else. And hey, maybe that is the reason why all this little attack is going on. But again, like I've said over and over again, rumor control, you make the decision for yourself. I'm just here to talk about it. But that's all I've got. Let me know what you think in the comments. Leave a like, leave a dislike, do all those nifty little things as YouTubers beg you to do. And I hope to see you on the next one. Bye-bye.